Just as a side note to all this, I found out that in England, in the UK, there's a Jewish police force. Yeah, in America, there's also a Chinese police presence going after Chinese expats here. If they come to America and they say bad things about China, these should be illegal. Chinese police in America go find them out and arrest them. There's also Chinese buying up land around U.S. military bases. But and then there's this: 20,000 evacuated in right next to America, right next to Spokane or whatever. 20,000 evacuated because wildfires right there. Is there an agenda going on in all this? I report, you decide, as the saying goes, or whatever. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look. This guy's humdrum, but a lot of you like him out there, and he's doing good. He just sounds subdued, but here he is.
This is big breaking news. We just had another Spokane, Washington situation overnight. 20,000 people were forced to leave their homes, and hundreds of homes are feared destroyed right now. You guys can see the scenes behind me that are coming out, and this is absolutely devastating. Look at this. This is somebody's home, and it's completely gone. This isn't even that far from Spokane either, and you guys can see homes burnt to the ground.
There's a car there. Okay, there's trees around. How many times have we seen this?
Right, the only thing left of this home is a chimney stack. Very sad, very devastating situation. This is happening again. It's almost unbelievable how many towns like this that have been burnt to the ground, how many neighborhoods.
Well, a troll would say, where's your proof?
Just this season, all right, we had the Aspen Acres fire in Beulah, hundreds of homes burned there. We had the Old Trail fire, Spokane, hundreds of homes gone there. Now we're having another one, and hundreds of homes are gone again. Right, this is devastating. 20,000 people have left overnight, and this is
in Canada,
due to mass evacuations in Summerland. You guys can see here a local resident said, "View from Summerland right now." All right, so the fire was moving into town quickly. You guys,
of course, this is natural. Of course, this isn't arson. Some young fall guy went in there and just lit it up. A certain place, and it just caught on the fire and went all around. It burnt up the buildings, but it left the trees around the buildings intact. Yeah. And the fall guy, did he have a manifesto? Come on, man. Come on. You got retards out there that still think that they don't use directed energy weapons, that still think they don't use chemtrails, aluminum to dry out the place. It's a desiccant. They still think that all this is normal. They think the world is round. They took their jibby jabs in 2020 because they believe there's viruses that exist. I mean, these trolls are special kind of stupid, but here we are. This is an agenda going on. And the trolls also believe that we went to the moon. And Mars missions, we go to Mars too. They believe that too. That's how stupid they are, but here we are.
You can see the A&W in the foreground, and in the background, the fire is moving in over the hill.
Sure, go after A&W.
And started blowing east. This was a westward wind blowing east into town, right? And hundreds of homes have been destroyed. This is in Summerland, BC. This is
British Columbia, but there's no agenda, right? No agenda.
With the U.S., you guys can see here.
Shares a border with the U.S.
Bold Range fire is the fire that has overtaken Summerland. You guys can see how it's moved into town. This happened very quickly
last night. Look at this, all over the place.
And,
but they'll say one guy started over here or over there, and it just went boom, 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 boom. All the trees are intact. I mean, you gotta be really a special kind of retarded to believe that an arson, a lone artist arson did this, and the trees are intact, And this is an agenda. This is a severe, oh my God. Agenda 2030, they want us out of our homes. They want to put us on 15-minute cities. Are you JKing me? They want us out of national parks. Look at 2020. Look at 2020, the fake virus. If you went to the beach, they wanted to arrest you. If you went to a national park during a scamdemic, they wanted to arrest you. Why is that? Why is that? It's because they don't want us in those areas. They want us in certain areas that they're designing right now. Go look at in Saudi Arabia, the line. Go look at 15-minute cities. What does that mean? Social credit scores. Yeah, all this is in the making. This is done on purpose. A land grab. And you got to be a special, kind of like mentally, severely retarded not to see this. I'm not going to play this much longer because I don't have the time. Mr. Humdrum, Patrick Humphrey.
Winds are expected to pick up again this afternoon and tonight. Right, I saw the wind map showing winds from 10 to 20 miles per hour, consistent winds of around 10 miles per hour. You guys can see here, this is really not that far from Spokane and where this other fire started. All right, so the old Ridge Trail fire. You guys can see, or the old Trails fire, excuse me. You guys can see this is Spokane right here. And just north of it a little bit is where we're having this other fire, this Bald Range fire. Right, so the West and Pacific Northwest are getting hit extremely hard right now. This is devastating. Let me show you guys some more.
Oh, that's El Nino. Is it El Nino or a lone arsonist? Which is it, New World Order? What's causing all this, NWO? Is it Super El Nino? Or is this a lone arsonist, like they try to say in Spokane, or however you want to say it? Some 30-something-year-old somehow magically made all that happen, the fires, and destroying homes and certain buildings, but certain things were left intact. That's a smart fire, I must say. That's a smart arsonist in his 30s. I can't even friggin' start I could barely start a fire in the fire pit out there. I struggle to do that. But yet somehow you could light a match or do this or do that, or wave a wand over a certain area, and everything goes poof in flames. Come on, man. Seriously? You would have to be a complete shill for the New World Order, a.k.a. complete moron, to believe that. I don't know how much I want to play because I need to get some rest, but let's take a look.
This is what people are evacuating from right now in Summerland. All right, let me show you guys another video here of the fire moving across the hills, moving into town.
Let it be noted also, when I look up the latest, sometimes I can't find this, even in the best of alternative news sites. I haven't found any of this. Nothing that alludes to anything of wildfires. But somehow people like this find it. So that lets me know that it makes me think he's possibly in the know. He has some contacts to this area, because this information on the news is heavily suppressed. Even in the best of our alternative websites, this information is being suppressed. So good on this guy for, I guess he has contacts that'll alert him to this and send him videos, because I'm not seeing this anywhere. I'm looking at BitChute, alternative news sites. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing any of this. And I've been looking for this. So, there's that. Very strange how things go.
You can see homes are right here, and it's feared that hundreds of homes have been destroyed. All right, here's some more details on what exactly is going on. So 12,000 people were evacuated in Summerland, and 8,000 people.
How do they know that 20,000? Here's another question. How do they know? Unless they know that all these homes are being burnt out, they know how many people live in each home. I mean, how do they know 20,000? You know what I mean? It was like, 60,000 are pushed out of this area. Well, did you do a head count? How do you know? How do you know 20,000 is? Unless you know how many occupants are in each home and how many homes you burnt up, so you're surmising that it's 20,000. I guess it doesn't matter in the end. They're burning up the land. That's what they're doing. It's reclaiming the land, and then they'll say it's the climate change. It's your fault. You bought too much meat. You did too many things to cause the climate change. Meanwhile, the climate change is up there. Of course, the trolls don't believe that. The chemtrails, they don't believe that weather is being modified. Of course, there's documents that are out there. The Air Force owning the weather by 2025, and also that they're using technology like directed energy weapons, turning up your smart meter on the side of your home, using turn up the juice. Of course, the trolls don't believe this, and this is the end result. Of course, you're going to get ass hats, and I've encountered a troll recently. Looks like he has 1 foot in the grave. He's a big-nosed, gray-haired idiot. Looks like he's about 100 years old, but talks like Kook Olbermann. He believes that all this is organic. That the climate change is actually real. It's not something. Well, it is real, but he believes that it happens because there's just too many people on Earth doing too many things, and it's caused. No, idiot, complete moron. It's a New World Order doing this. They're burning people out of homes. That's their agenda is. Or they'll flood you out or earthquake you out. This is what I got for you. And they're saying that there's going to be a food shortage because of diesel's going sky high and Hormuz and failed crops and all this other stuff. That there's going to be a big either food shortage or the prices are going to skyrocket. As everything skyrocketed since 2020, the scamdemic. It's going to skyrocket so high that it's going to make your head spin by this winter. That's what they're saying. Who knows? Maybe Lou Ferrigno knows what I got for you. Don't be a troll out there. I am Oot.